I'm here because I guess a couple of months ago, some of my friends introduced me to Milo Yiannopoulos, and I was a little bit touchy about him, but he really made me rethink some of my views. I used to be, like, I guess what you would say, very feminist, not like crazy third wave, but I was heavily influenced by that, and I feel like he's really contributed to changing my political views to something more truthful and closer to what I believe just as a human being, and just, I don't know, stuff that's reasonable. The thing that helped me make my transition was watching a couple of his videos with feminists, especially the ones who are more moderate, I guess, who I would kind of align my views with more, and seeing that I related a little bit more to Milo than I did actually to these people that I claim to be a feminist. I claim to be one of them. What I find inspiring, I would say, about Milo is probably the way that he approaches subjects. He has absolutely no fear that, I mean, of course our culture is very politically correct, and I think that if we want to get anything changed, if we want to get anything done, we have to really move away from that, and that's exactly what Milo does. He's crude, I guess you would say, but in a necessary way, and I think that really attracts me. So I think the way that Milo presents his topics as like crude is very necessary, because we have this whole culture of safe spaces, and it's such a limit on our free speech, and if nobody stands up to go against that, to say, hey, that's really messed up, that's not what is intended for our free country of America, then no one else is going to follow, no one's going to say anything, everyone's just going to be too scared. And you need someone who's a leader like Milo to really take initiative and like go beyond maybe what most people think is acceptable, but really get the subject out there. I think Milo is more successful than a lot of conservatives, especially towards young people, just because his personality, I would say. He's flamboyant, he is smart, and he's not afraid to say what he really believes. A lot of people don't want to risk themselves, don't want to risk their public image, but he has his own public image that's reliant on himself, not on what, I don't know, what left-wing media will say about him. I guess I would say that Milo's become an agent of change for young people because he's relatable and he's funny, and I don't know, he's smart, and he'll say things that people are afraid to say, but if you really look at it, it's true. He presents the statistics. He's not just giving like crazy information that people are like, oh yeah, that sounds true. He says, here are the facts. Read them, think what you want of them, but this is what's true, and this is what needs to change in America.